What's happening, family? It's your man, Homesick Buckeye, Russ Mitchell. I'm back with you again with another video. I hope you're moving, grooving, steadily improving. I hope you're living and giving, striving and thriving. Every day trying to be a little bit better. That's what I'm doing. And I'm here to give you a little motivation, give you something to laugh and smile about, and maybe give you a little information as well. That's what we do on this channel. And it's a big tent. We're about all things ketogenic. No matter what your carb number is, I don't care if it's 5 or if it's 5,000. Come on in. We welcome you because if your number is 5, that's awesome. You have found this ketogenic life and you're doing your thing. If it's 5,000, that's awesome too. You found us. Come on in. We'll wrap our arms around you. Try to help you get that number down to, maybe 4,900. Something like that, But we it's a big tent, and we want everybody to have this wonderful message about this ketogenic life. Now, I want to give some shout outs to some folks that gave me some love on their channels. Crafty Ketovore, spelled with a K, Crafty with a K, Carnivore Scott, and Carnivore Transformer. Hey guys, thank you so much for all the love you give me on your channels, recommending me and sharing me with folks. I'm glad you like what I'm doing, and I'm thankful that you find something of value, and that I'm just humbled that you would tell your subscribers to come and check me out. I really appreciate that. I can't say thank you enough. And, some of the folks use clips from my site. Hey, I don't care. You can use all the clips you want. You can take the whole video if you want to. This message is a million times more important than the messenger. So if there's anything on my site that you find interesting or that you want to share or take or put on your sites, I don't care. You don't have to ask me for permission, but I do hope you give me credit. I mean, that's only courteous. But this message is everything, and I want everybody in the world to hear it. So feel free. Also, I want to tell you guys that we'd love to have you on the Cookout. I do a live show called the Keto Cookout. If you guys want to come on the Cookout, anybody that shows me love on their channels, send me a message, shoot me an email. You can find my email on the About section. If you want to come on the Cookout, we'll put that together. Also, if any of my subscribers, if you have a story, something, maybe a breakthrough or something uplifting going on in your life, you want to share that with folks, we can get you on the Cookout. And if you have a channel to promote, that's great. Even if you don't, that's great too. We want to just have uplifting stories, and we want to just share this message with as many different people as we can, through as many different people as we can, because you never know who you might touch with your story. So there's that. Today we're going to do another what I eat video. You guys seem to like that. You want to know what I'm eating and what I'm buying at the grocery store and stuff like that. So we're going to give you those videos because that's what you like to watch. And we want you to get the information that you want, as well as have some laughs and some jokes. If you're going through some things out there, don't worry about it. Just knock it off, knock the dust off, and pick yourself up and keep rolling. That's what we do here. We want to motivate people and keep them going. Sometimes this thing can be a little rough. I get it. I go through the struggles too. Hey, look at me. Do I look like I have all the answers? I don't. But what I do have is joy and excitement about it, and passion about this thing, and I want everybody to feel that passion. And like I said, man, we want to motivate and uplift you here as best we can. So I'm going to make ground beef today, show you guys how I make my ground beef, okay? Now, I've told y'all before, this is not a cooking channel. I keep myself alive, and that's really all I'm pretty good at doing. Shout out to all my wonderful keto cuties out there, my lovely low-carb ladies. If there's anybody that wants to come and save this brother from himself, I could use the help. I do enough to keep myself alive. That's about it. Shout out to any personal keto chefs in the Jacksonville, Florida area. We could probably do some business because I'm flopping around like a fish out of water. I could keep myself alive, family. That's what I could do, and I'm going to do that. I have a good track record of that. But I will show you what I do. You can take from it what you can, and I'm sure that you can do a lot better job than me. So I'm going to turn this camera around, and we're going to show you how we do it, and I'll be right back. Okay, family, we are back, and we're going to show you what we're going to put in this thing here today. I have ground beef, 8515. Got that from Costco. And I have a seasoning blend package here of some vegetables. Sorry to all my carnivore family out there. Sorry, you may want to turn away. If you got small carnivore children, you may want to turn them away from this. Don't want to traumatize any of the carnivores out there with my vegetables. But you can see here, you know how I do if you've watched my videos before. I look at the total carbs for the entire package. So there's 3.5 servings, and there's 5 carbs. So that's 15, you know, a little less than 20 carbs, around 17 carbs in the whole thing. And I get about, probably 4 servings. So you're talking about, 3 or 4, less than 5 carbs probably per serving. So that's how I calculate that. And it's got, you can see the ingredients here, onions, celery, red peppers, green peppers, parsley flakes, and that's what's in the seasoning blend there. I like to season my ground beef with that. And 85-15, I get 85-15 or 90-10 most of the time. I used to get the 73-27, but throws off a little more fat because I don't drain the fat off of it. Dr. Berry's told us we need our protein and our fat. And I don't drain the fat off of it. So the 73-27 was a little bit much. And so is the 80-20 for me. So I get 90-10 or 85-15. But you can do whatever you like. And then this is my handy dandy potato masher, which I use to ground up my ground beef. I know it sounds crazy, but it works very well. And then this is my pan that I put my ground beef in. And I know what you're thinking. That fool fries ground beef in a pan or a pot? Yes, I do. Why? Well, if you watch my channel, you already know. I got problems. But there's a method to my madness, and I will show it to you. So I'm going to get to putting this stuff on here, and I'll be back in a minute. Okay, family, while this is cooking a little bit, I just wanted to show my wonderful, beautiful beef grounding, Greek mashing technique. I'm sure this is going to go in somebody's cooking hall of fame, but this is how we do it. You just mash it up and stir it up while it's cooking, and you do that every so often here, and it comes out real good and ground up, separated real good, so it's easy to eat, and it doesn't have a lot of big clumps in it and all that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna turn this off now that you've seen my scientific method, and we'll be back in a minute. Okay, family, we are back. Once the beef is all ground up well, I trade in my potato masher for a mixing spoon here. This is a silicone spoon, and I put in the vegetables, the seasoning vegetables, when the beef is about, I'd say 75% done. It's still got some pink to it. I throw the vegetables in, and I let them simmer in there for, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 minutes, like that. Now this bag was thawed out pretty well. I set it out earlier, so if the vegetables are frozen, they may take a little bit longer, but it smells wonderful, tastes wonderful. And I'm going to get some salt here. My seasoned salt that I use. It does have a little bit of sugar in it, but I like it. And so I'm just going to hit this with a little bit of seasoning here as it simmers up. And we're going to stir it up a little bit. And let this simmer for just a little bit longer. And then I will show you what I do with it after that. I'll be right back. All right, family, we are back. And we ain't gonna be too long because I'm about to smash these. I'm a little hungry. But this is the way I make my ground beef. I have two variations. I have what I call my Italian ground beef and my Mexican ground beef. And here we have the Italian ground beef. I have some Italian seasonings here that I use, 0 carbs. I have to order this from online because they don't have it in our area, but I like it. It's got a little bit of zing to it, but it's Parmesan cheese and some onions and garlic and some stuff there. Love it. And then we have the Rao's homemade marinara. Again, I've shown this before. It's got 42 carbs in the entire jar. And, you know, I usually get, you know, around 8 servings or so. You can see I don't have a ton of it on there, just enough to give it some flavor and taste and mix with the fat, which is at the bottom. So, you know, this thing here, this bowl here has probably got, you know, maybe 10 carbs or so in it between the vegetables, which is 4 or 5, and then the sauce, which is another, you know, maybe 8 or so, 8 or 10. So, you know, probably 10 carbs or so in that roughly. And then on this side, I have what I call my Mexican ground beef. This is salsa, and it's pretty clean as well. You can see here, it's got, you can see that, it's got 2 carbs per serving, 32 servings, there's 64 carbs in the whole jar, and I can easily get, you know, 16 servings out of this. As you can see there, it's not that much. So, you know, it's got basically maybe 4 carbs or so. And then the sour cream here, this is just sour cream. It's got no carbs in it, I don't think. It's, oh, well, that's interesting. This has 46 in the whole thing. So, again, I can get a lot of servings out of that. So I don't know. There's probably 10 carbs or so in there, and that's how I do it. Sometimes I put little guacamole in, and I used to use shredded cheese. I don't do that anymore. Didn't have any problems with it. It's just something I decided to cut out because I felt I didn't need it and wouldn't miss it. I may go back to it again. I don't know. But I'm going to mix this up here, and it's about to go down. But before I do that, I'm going to turn the camera around and say a few words and let y'all go so I can smash this. I'll see you in a minute. Okay, family, we're back here. I got to keep it real with you because that's what I do. I keep it real. I smashed those 2 servings of helpings of ground beef. I was going to make the video on them smashing, but I didn't do that. They were getting cold, and I just went ahead and took care of business. I definitely want to make some clarifications, though. I normally don't eat that much, but for some reason tonight, I was very hungry. I can't explain it. I don't know why, and I don't even care why. One thing about this keto life, when you're hungry, you eat. And you eat till you're not hungry anymore. Sometimes it's a little, sometimes it's a lot. Again, I can't explain it, and I don't care. I was hungrier than normal, and I ate a little more than normal. Also, I want to clarify the carbs because I counted them up again. There were 11 carbs in the Italian bowl, you know, from what I could come up with, and about 17 in the other. So that was about 28 carbs, which my number is 15. So yeah, that was almost double what I normally get in a day carb-wise, but don't care. We'll see what tomorrow brings. But today, that's what it was. And those are the only carbs I had today. So today was a 28. Normally, you know, it's a 15. So there's that. And you can see there was a method to my madness. Why I didn't fry the ground beef in the skillet, I just made it in the pot. Because I don't drain off the fat, it's a lot easier. You don't have to dirty up another dish, because the only thing I think I hate worse than cooking is doing the dishes. So I only dirty one dish, and I reheat it right out of the pan and eat it or portion it out the next day. So that's why I make it in the pot instead of putting it in a pan and frying it and then moving it over to a pot to put the vegetables and stuff in it. So there you go. Oh, and one other quick thing I wanted to say was that I have one more bag of the seasoning vegetables left in my freezer, just one more bag. And after I use that bag on the next ground beef I make, which will probably be in a week or 10 days, I would say, when I make more ground beef, I'm going to use that last bag of seasoning vegetables, and I'm not going to buy any more. So we'll see how that goes. You know, it's something that I think I won't miss. I don't know. We'll just see. You know, this thing is a work in progress. If I miss them, I'll buy them again and use them again. But next time, the carb count on those bowls will be less because they won't have the seasoning vegetables in them. So we'll see how that goes. And, you know, as always, I want to leave you with a word of encouragement. You know, family, if you're struggling out there, don't worry about it. You're going to have some ups and downs. You're going to struggle sometimes. That's just how life is. But you got to keep the main thing. And that's working every day to keep your carbs low, keep your insulin low. And, you know, like I said, some days are going to be better than others. If today's not a great day, don't worry about it. Pick yourself up, dust yourself off, keep going. Yesterday is history. Tomorrow's a mystery. You got today. Worry about today. Tomorrow will take care of itself, and yesterday's already taken care of. So keep moving, grooving, steadily improving. Keep thriving, keep striving, keep living, keep giving. I wish you all the best, and I will see you on the next one.